friends, welcome back to another episode of Kind of. If it is your first time here, hello, hi. My name is Layla and welcome to my beauty and lifestyle podcast. So friends, today I have a get ready with me. I know you guys are so excited. I'm excited. However, today's get ready with me is going to be a little bit different because you can probably tell by the title I'm doing a get ready with me while we talk about your horoscopes for the rest of 2023. This is not my idea. I got this idea from Roxette Arisa. And if you don't know who she is like a beauty YouTuber. She doesn't post very often anymore, but she has such a fun, bright spirit, and I love watching her videos. If you're looking for summer makeup inspiration that's like bronze and glowy and beautiful, definitely check out her channel. I'll link it in the show notes. Major inspiration. Whenever I am looking for like a really pretty, sun-kissed, LA-esque look, I always go to her channel and recreate her makeup looks. They're so pretty. But yeah, I'm going to link her channel plus her Instagram below. She's so cool. I love her. More about her later. But today, like I said, we're going to be going over your horoscopes. Now, when I set out to do this episode, I already made the card of it. So it says like your horoscopes for the rest of 2023. However, when I went to go find information, I was looking honestly for more condensed horoscope, like condensed information. But a lot of them were either like super long and in-depth, or they were just like not for the rest of the year, which brand new article idea, your horoscopes for like mid-year and on. That'd be amazing. That's what we need. That's what I need right now. But instead, we're going to be using the Refinery 29 article. Roxette actually used the Refinery 29 article in her 2020 version of the video. And this was written by Lisa Stardust, and it was last updated on December 27, 2022. I like this one specifically because they're condensed, but it doesn't give you like specific dates for things. If you're into that, I highly recommend you check out Allure. I think the writer is named Sophie St. Thomas. I used to read the Allure predictions like every single month, and then I don't know why I stopped, but definitely check that out. There's also like an in-depth for each sign, from like health, wellness, career, love, all like the astrological aspects, planets, wherever they are, blah, 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 blah. I'm not very familiar with that kind of stuff, but I think it's really fun to just like read. So we're going to be going through it together. So I already did my skincare routine, so we're just going to get started. Now I'm going to use my sunscreen. I'm using the Supergoop Unseen Sunscreen. Now, random note. So apparently, oh god, I just dropped it, I'm sorry. But random note, like these sunscreens, Supergoop says that you can also use them as like primers, quote unquote. And the Unseen Sunscreen has kind of like that matte silicone blurring effect to it, which is good for oily skin. It's been a very long time since I tested it because I usually have other primers and other sunscreens I use, but we're going to use it today just to try it out. If you caught last week's episode, I did a sunscreen roundup where I just basically talked about like all the sunscreens I've been using for the past few years. I had a couple mineral, but most of the time I use a chemical sunscreen. My friend actually texted me today about a sunscreen, but I realized I forgot to talk about a sunscreen. I actually adore the Trader Joe's Invisible Sunscreen. It's supposed to be a dupe for the Unseen Sunscreen, and I actually really like the Trader Joe ones. It's only $7. I think this is around $40. I can't remember. My friend actually texted me today and she was like, Elf has a new sunscreen that's supposed to be a dupe of this. Have you tried it? I was gonna say no because I haven't tried it, but get the Trader Joe's one. I turned off my fan because you could hear it in the background while I was recording. And I know you guys deserve the utmost professional experience. So I turned it off, so now I'm sweating, but it's okay. We keep going. But basically, next I'm going to prime my eyes. I'm using the Think Bean Later eyeshadow primer from Elizabeth Mott. You can find this on Amazon. Okay, so I have this idea that I want to start filming like mini TikTok get readies with me's before I record my podcast as a way to promote my podcast. So I recorded one just now, but instead of doing makeup, I did my skincare prep thing that I do before I do makeup. And oh my god, like I make progress with like self-confidence of how I look you know? But I recorded that and I was looking at it. I was like, wow, like I'm taking a step back. But I recorded one. I don't know if I'm going to upload it. I tried my best. I had to record it twice because I would talk too much, so I wasn't getting the right information in. So I basically just started talking and then showed everyone all the products I used up until that point and then talked about the podcast episode. But I was able to get it done in less than 3 minutes without the cutting, so I'm going to do that later. But like I said, I don't know if I'm going to upload it. I don't know. See, this is why I have a podcast, because I talk so much. Because I don't know how people can get so much information in on a TikTok video in less than 3 minutes. Like, I don't know how you guys do it. Oh my god. Like, it is so hard for me. I just keep talking and I don't know why. Like, usually if you know me, I don't talk that much. But when the podcast mic is on, I'm a whole new person. But enough about that. We're going to get started on the rest of our makeup and also on the horoscopes. So I didn't know like what kind of makeup look to do today. I kind of was gonna wing it, but I think we're gonna do this one I found at Pinterest. It's kind of like a really pretty like upturned cat eye with a lot of glitter and really pretty like fluttery, demi-wispy-esque lashes. I'll post it on the Instagram so you guys can see how it looks. But we're going to try to do that or a variation of that while we read the horoscopes. So starting off, I'm actually going to prime my eyelids with a paint pot. I'm going to use Painterly by MAC. Now let's see. Okay, here's my brush. So starting off, while I'm priming my lids, I'll tell you the very first horoscope, which is for Aries. The year ahead focuses on personal development on all fronts. For the first time this lifetime, you are taking the time to heal some, if not all, of the wounds that hurt you from your youth. In the journey towards recovery, you'll discover different elements of yourself that have been repressed and work on loving your shadow self. Finally, everything will come to the surface, allowing you to be free from the past and embody your true self. The first steps in the process toward enlightenment may be hard, but they will lead you through the journey of accepting yourself for who you are. No matter what happened in the past, you're taking steps towards living your best life and becoming the person you want to be. Oh my god, Aries! Hold on, I'm gonna take out my retainer because I'm starting to like slur all my words when I talk with it on. But it seems like Aries is going through kind of like a huge self-growth period this year. Let me know, because this is for like the whole year and we're already like 6 months in pretty much. Let me know if you've been doing this stuff or if any of this stuff is true to you. I'm very curious. I think I've been going on a self-healing journey for the past few years, honestly. I was thinking about this the other day of like how much I've grown over the past few years. I read this quote the other day that's like, you know, I knew everything at 18 and nothing at 26. And I was like, oh, that's low-key kind of true. It's kind of true. So that's where I'm at. So I'm on this journey with you, Aries. Don't worry. Next, we're going to set our primer / I forgot what it's called. Paint pot. We're going to set our paint pot with an eyeshadow. This is Basic from the Desi X Katy X Dose of Colors Friendcation palette. Literally one of my favorite palettes. I've talked about it for like ages. I'm gonna stop talking about it because it's discontinued. But the very first color is called Basic. It's a very like neutral-y light brown shade that's like perfect as a skin tone base. It's kind of reminds me of Max Blanc type. These paint pots are like super matte, so you can't like drag your brush across it. You have to like tap the product on, which I'm not mad about. So that's fine. Next, we're actually gonna go in straight with the glitter. So in the makeup look, I'm pretty sure it's a Doyen one, but she used like glitter, like straight up. And the thing about applying like glitter suspended in like a liquid is that it's going to make your powdered products crease. And that's kind of happening in the makeup look, but it actually works. It looks actually pretty good even with the creasing, so we're gonna still do it. But let's see, the very next horoscope is Taurus. Many changes are coming your way, Taurus, most of which will transform your core beliefs and relationships. Although you're in a state of personal growth, you want to take center stage and use your voice to help those in need. Your persona might seem bigger than ever, which is a far cry from the docile bull you once were. Rather than taking the easy route and quietly grass grazing through life, it's time to use your innate talents to create new ways in which the world can unite and come together. Whether it be artistic endeavors or organizing with the masses, the one thing that's certain is you're ready to give your all to help make the world a better place for everyone to live in. Aw, that's so sweet. One of my best friends, she's a Taurus. She's the one who actually texted me today about the sunscreen. Yeah, I think this applies to her. I think she's a very much so someone who likes to make the world a better place. So I'm here if you're listening to this. It's your time to shine. But yeah, that's really good. It gives me the vibe that like Taurus is like stepping out of the comfort zone. You know, like they're going for things they once like self-sabotaged or were too scared to do. So that's pretty cool. If you're a Taurus and this is happening to you, let me know. I want to know. Okay, so I brought my glitter stuff out, and the glitter she uses is like this iridescent like bluish purpley color, which I definitely do not have, but I do. You know what? I'll use this one. But I do have my half magic glitters. Now, I like these. My only issue is with these, the product is like suspended in like this liquid. And usually when you have a glitter suspended in like a very loose liquid, it can make your eyes burn. And granted, like the burning sensation doesn't last very long, but it does like sting a little. I don't remember it being this like liquidy. I don't know. So I have this one. This is the silver glitter. I think this one will work. I also have my old Glossy Play glitters, and I'm very tempted to try to use these again. I don't know if it'll work. They discontinued these because they weren't good for the environment, which I totally understand. But I think I'll use these. I kind of want to go with gold though. It's like an iridescent kind of color, but I'm low-key kind of want to do like the gold glitter. And it's kind of like a cut crease, like a Doyen cut crease type of look. So yeah, I think I'm gonna do like gold instead of like silvery blue. So we're going to do that. I have like glitter applicators, so we're gonna use that. So this is the Glossy Play Glitter Jelly in Glass Bonsai. It's very pretty, but definitely use the glitter you have at home. Okay, so this glitter is definitely dried up. How do I fix this issue? I have some MAC Fix Plus. Let's see if that helps. But while I'm doing that, let's go on to Gemini. Where would you be without your friends, Gemini? As a social butterfly of the zodiac, it is easy to float from different peer groups with welcoming arms. Not belonging to one particular set of people has always been swell. After all, you're invited to a lot of parties. But this year, you're longing for a deeper connection with others. You may find yourself connecting intimately with one or two pals. Rather than walking to a party solo and bopping from acquaintance to acquaintance, you'll roll in with your own squad and get the attention of everyone in the room instead of a few. Plus, you can share your secrets with your newfound besties, knowing that they will totally have your back. Aww, Gemini. That's actually so sweet. You know, I'm 25 right now, and one of the things I hear a lot is how difficult it is to make friends in your adult years. Whereas, like, when you have, oh my god, sorry, the thing is going everywhere. Okay, wait, I need to change brushes for this. So one of the things I hear about, like, how hard it is to make adult friendships, and I totally understand because, like, when you're in school, whatever it is, you're, like, around people your age, so it's a lot easier to make friends. Whereas like you know when you go to like a restaurant or something, or like a party alone, and you're there alone, people just think you're like the person in the corner. They're like, who is that person? But you know, so it's like kind of gives a weird vibe. But I like this for Gemini. This is actually really cute. Like I said, it is hard to make friends in your adult years. It's not like impossible, definitely. So don't feel bad if you don't have like adult friends, but I definitely see how like friendship groups like shift throughout adulthood. Like in college, it's so easy to keep up with your friends because they literally live like a minute away from you. But like growing up and moving away, it's like so hard, so hard. And the advice that I got was like you need to like make time to visit one another, which is so true. Okay, apply the glitter. It looks good. It looks very dramatic. I don't even think I matched whatever's going on in that photo, but we're gonna keep rolling with it. So that's Gemini. We're gonna go on to Cancer. If you are Cancer, happy birthday. I think Cancer season started. It's June 26th today. I'm recording on a Monday. I usually record on Friday. I hate recording on Mondays. But Friday I was super busy, so I couldn't record. So today I'm recording, and like, you know, like Mondays and like Tuesdays until like Wednesday are like really stressful days in the week for me, because that's when I'm trying to like schedule content and schedule a lot of things and make things work. But then like I like to feel super relaxed when I'm doing my podcast, and I feel that on Fridays when the week is over and I have a lot more casual time. But yeah, Anyways, back to Cancer. Finding balance in life is hard, especially when work is at all-time high and your home life feels less than magical. A sentiment you can totally fix by giving it more attention. Yes, there will be a magnitude of professional opportunities coming your way, but that doesn't mean you should lose track of personal matters or stop focusing on creating a strong foundation at home. For every win you have at the office, take time to celebrate with friends or enjoy the fruits of your labor. Also, give extra TLC to your home life and be present when hanging with your family. If this year proves anything, it is that you can have it all as long as you stay centered, focused, and organized. Aww. Finding balance in life is so hard. Like, I'm literally relating to each one of these horoscopes. That's so funny. My sister is a Cancer and my brother is a Cancer. And, I didn't even tell you, like, my signs. So I'm a Pisces sun, Sagittarius moon, and Gemini rising. Do with that information what you will. So we already did Gemini, like my rising sign. And I think rising is how people perceive you. I definitely, I feel like I do have a lot of friends, but I don't have, I have my close friends as well, but, on the regular account, my best friends aren't with me, so it's kind of hard, but yeah. But anyways, going back to Cancer. Yeah, finding balance in life is so hard. Whether you work at home or, you go to the office. This one Cancer in my life has a lot of difficulty balancing her life, and I mean it's really, really hard when you're spending so much time at work or whatever, or working on projects, how it's almost impossible to even make time, not think about it when you get home. So definitely understand that. But my number one tip for balancing life and career and personal life is definitely shutting down, having a shutdown routine, but also shutting it off. I have website blockers for Instagram and stuff. Past 9 o'clock I can't access them, and also in the morning I can't access them. So that way the only time I can use them is between I think 12 to 9, 7. I don't really remember. But basically that way when it's time for myself and not to do work stuff, I have that. But then also on top of that, I don't know if you guys have this, but our natural reflex, if you're constantly using Instagram for work and stuff, sometimes you'll just naturally open up your phone and just go straight to the app without even thinking. And training yourself to stop doing that or catch yourself doing that is really, really helpful. But let me know what your life and work balance tips are. Definitely. But yeah, sending you a lot of love, Cancer. I hope you guys find your work-life balance. Okay, so I applied the glitter. It's slightly burning, but we're going to commit. And I'm going to apply the glitter on the bottom lash line. Now, I haven't applied concealer underneath my eyes yet, but I'm applying my bottom lash product, so okay. I applied it. It looks really weird, but we're gonna go with it. Now, I finished doing that. I'm gonna keep the glitter silicone applicators out in case if I need them. All right, well, I figure out the next step. Let's jump into Leo. This time has come for you to step out of your comfort zone and embrace all the possibilities that life has to offer. Instead of trying to keep up with the Joneses, so to speak, it's important to strike out on your own. You may not have the latest tech gadgets at home, but you'll have a lot of positivity and love in your personal life that will make you feel richer than ever. If you're itching for newness, which you will be feeling in spring and summer, consider taking a vacation you've always dreamed of. Allow yourself to enjoy new experiences and flavors. Even if you travel on a budget, you'll have plenty of fun and make many IG-worthy memories. The gadgets and the IG-worthy memories, that's so funny. But yeah. Okay, so far I think Leo has the most positive. I feel the other ones was talking about going through lessons and learning from the lessons and from those lessons moving on. But it feels like Leo has learned a lot of lessons already. Honestly, their personal lives look really, really good. Lucky for you, Leos. My sister says, she wants to be a Leo. My sister's a Cancer, but she says she wants to be a Leo. So, yeah, you guys are special. Oh my gosh, I don't even have, much to say in relation to that because that's what I'm trying to go for. But, oh my god, good for you, Leo. Okay, so back to the makeup look. I have to apply eyeliner, which I will in a second. And then I have to apply lashes, but I'm actually going to add a little bit more depth to my makeup, my outer corner of my eyes, because they're not very, they look very, my eyes look very bland. They don't look like they lack a little depth. I'm gonna go in back with the Dose of Colors palette and use the color Necessary, which is just a deeper brown compared to basic. I'm gonna apply this to the outer corner of the eyes. Okay, but until we do that, we're going to read Virgo. So Virgo, When your life gives you lemons, make lemonade. Although 2023 won't be that dramatic, there will be some growing pains that you'll need to work through for most of the year. Holding on to a vision and dream that isn't going as planned can hinder you from transforming into the person you're meant to be. Instead of trying to make a situation work that isn't, find a way to make it meet where you currently are in life. There is always room for improvement and growth, especially when it comes to projects, plans, and relationships. As long as you're dedicated to rolling up your sleeves and doing the hard work, then there is nothing you can't achieve, fix, and make better with your can-do attitude. Whew. Okay, I think that was the harshest one for the ones I've read so far. Virgo, what's going on? I feel like this message, although it's for Virgo, and I don't think I have like a lot of Virgo in my chart. I can't even tell you. Oh, no, I think I'm a South Node Virgo. Or North, see, I can't speak. North Node Virgo. I can't remember. So I feel you on this. Well, actually that makes sense. I think I'm the South Node, or the one thing I'm trying to achieve in this lifetime is Virgo, which makes sense for me because I think this message applies for me, especially like being unable to like get the jobs I want. But yeah, I can definitely relate to that. I don't know, like the message of meeting it where you're at is actually a really good piece of advice. I feel like a lot of times we have like all or nothing thinking, which is like if I can't have it exactly the way I want it, then it's not worth it. When in reality, like going there 50%, let's say, is going to make getting to 100% a lot easier than going from 0 to 100%, if that makes sense. Yeah, and that's interesting. I want to know what kind of growing pains you guys are going through this year. So I'm going in with a pencil brush from Sephora. This is number 18, and I'm taking the same brown shade I just applied, and I'm applying it to my bottom lash line just to like add a little bit more depth. But I feel for you on the growing pains part. I can't even think. I don't even know like if I know any Virgos, like if any of my friends are Virgos. Okay, so I added that. Next, I'm going to do my eyeliner, and honestly, I don't think I really like the makeup look so far. I don't think it suits my eyes, but we're gonna keep going. I'm gonna use MAC Black Track with the MAC 209 S brush. I think at MAC S just means like synthetic. We're gonna tightline my eyes, my upper lash line, and then we're going to draw out a wing. I'm gonna try to make it look as upturned as possible just to give us like that lifted effect. But while I'm doing my eyeliner, actually before I do my eyeliner, let's do Libra. All year long, you'll feel an awakening of sorts around your love life as Jupiter and North Node of Destiny allow unconventional liaisons to consume your heart. A caveat is that internalized fear can hold you back from being in a healthy relationship. Yes, you can be fearful of love despite the fact that you're always in partnerships. That means you might find yourself struggling to find romantic footing throughout the spring and fall months. Good news is that you'll want to give your 100% attention and energy throughout the year towards mending conflict with loved ones and working to improve the way you partner in order to create a satisfying dynamic based on trust, communication, dedication, and respect. Ooh, that is a very Libra message. I always hear that like Libras like the love zodiac. I think it's like has to do with Venus. The love planet, like they're the Libras are like the most like love oriented zodiac signs. Okay, so I did my eyeliner. I took a break to do that. I'm going to apply mascara. Now in the photo, she's wearing false eyelashes and false bottom lashes. I'm gonna try to get away with not doing that. We're just gonna try to like make her eyelashes look as big as possible without doing false eyelashes. I've been having beef with my false eyelashes lately, so I don't think right now is the time to try again, especially since I'm recording. But I'm going to start off by using the L'Oreal Telescopic Carbon Black Mascara, and then on top I'm going to use the Pat McGrath Labs Fetishize Mascara. Now back to Libra. Pretty much this entire year is relationship-based year. It's interesting because like I said earlier, Libra is like the love zodiac, and it seems that you're getting through a lot of like, what's the word? I would say like, I wouldn't say the word's toxic, but just like unhealthy elements with love, and then also working on building better personal relationships. I don't have much to say in regards to that, but I hope it's going well. Let me know if your year is going good. Let me know if this applies to you. But next we have Scorpio. I'm actually gonna do my eyelashes first, and then we're gonna do Scorpio. So I'm gonna curl them, and then we're gonna apply the mascara. Okay, so I applied the first mascara, and while that's like drying a little, we're gonna do Scorpio. So for Scorpio, I love Scorpios, by the way. I like to think my soulmate is a Scorpio or Capricorn. But Scorpios, you may find that your routine needs restructuring by the time springtime hits due to the unforeseeable changes that are happening at work. Many of your colleagues are switching gears and leaving their current positions for other careers in different fields, leaving you to pick up the pieces of important ongoing projects that need to be completed. Before taking all of these tasks, ask for help to avoid getting burnt out from working excessively long hours by yourself. The lesson is to work smarter, not harder in 2023. If you're worried that your boss will judge you for needing assistance, don't worry about it. Any decent employer knows that delegating is the key to prevent hiccups and produce amazing results. Okay, so this is really specific for Scorpios, and it's like mainly career. Like Libra was mainly love and relationships, but Scorpios are mainly career. I wonder what's up with that. And it's very specific, like people are leaving work, leaving you to like pick up all the pieces. Yo, I hope you're doing okay. Like, cause honestly, when I work for myself right now, but oh my god, when people can't do their job anymore, or like they leave their work, which is normal, which is completely normal. It leaves like you and other people who work there to pick up the pieces unless you guys leave too. So I totally understand the stress you're going through. But yeah, tell me, like if this is you, if you're a Scorpio and this is happening to you, let me know. Like I want to like know the very specific circumstance. Okay, so I apply the mascara and honestly, it looks pretty good. So I don't need to apply false eyelashes. I'm going to kind of try to taper out the glitter on my eyelids a little bit more just because I don't think I spread it out or blended it out that well. So we're going to try to fix that. And while we're fixing that, let me read Sagittarius. You might find yourself breaking a few hearts this year as you date your way through finding the one and defining what you want from partnerships. If you are in a relationship, then the moment has come to discuss the future. Although planning and committing to plans normally scares you and won't be easy for you to do, it's time for you to put on a brave face and step into a loving dynamic that can transcend the limits of your heart. Discuss your hopes and aspirations as a couple and solo to define what you want from love. Once you're clear on your desires, it will be easy to understand how you will attain and achieve all the romantic aspirations that you want in your relationship. Oh, that's such a good message. This is a message for everyone, I would say. Like, figure out when it comes to love and partnerships, like what you want out of the relationship rather than thinking it being your end all be all. Because I feel like, okay, so this is just a very specific circumstance, but like, I know people who will get into relationships and then they spend all their time on their partner, and then at the end of the day, they're like they feel like something's missing in life, and it's because they're not like balancing their time out for their own personal endeavors, but then also their friends. So they're left feeling kind of like the cup in the relationship department is full, but like in the other aspects of their life, it's not. It's also like kind of putting boundaries in your relationship in the sense of like, this is what my relationship means to me, but then also these are like things that are important to me that I personally need to fulfill, which I think is really, really important. So I think that's a really good message for like anyone listening to this. Okay, so I'm going to wrap up the eyes. I'm going to apply a little bit of an inner corner highlight. The one I'm using is my MAC cream color base, and this is in the color Pearl. This is a really pretty inner corner highlight. It's kind of like a foolproof inner corner highlight and everyday color highlight because it's not super bright, but it has like a pearlescent yellow pearl white finish. So it like opens up your eyes. It's really good for people who have more like warmer skin because it is like yellowy. We're going to do that. I'm going to apply with this e.l.f. contour brush, and it just like, it's the perfect inner corner highlight. Like if you're looking for a foolproof inner corner highlight, this is the move. But then again, I would go to MAC and test it out first on your skin before you buy it, because obviously not every product works for every person, which is a given if you listen to this podcast. Okay, so if you remember at the beginning, I used the Supergoop Unseen Sunscreen as kind of my makeup base because Supergoop says you can. Granted, my nose is getting a little bit oily, but you know what we're gonna do? So I have this lotion, blotting lotion from YSL. It's called the blotting lotion. Basically it has salicylic acid, so it's supposed to be like a makeup base / like facial lotion you can apply to targeted areas oily. So I'm just going to apply this a little bit to my nose area and my T-zone. But next we have Capricorn. So like I said, I like to think my soulmate's a Capricorn or a Scorpio. I feel like I get along with those signs really well. So Capricorn. The year begins and ends with good vibes and confidence. The eclipses over spring and fall embrace your star quality image. However, it's all dependent on how much love and praise you're getting at work. A promotion or a raise will go a long way, but what you really want is positive feedback from your boss and management. Not receiving the admiration you want will make you feel as though you are being overlooked by your employer. All these frustrations can get the better of you, forcing you to vent to coworkers throughout the summer months. Not all will be lost, and you will get the acclaim when you least expect it. So don't start making a mountain out of a molehill, because you're definitely not forgotten. Aww, that's such a sweet message, because I feel like sometimes, like, if I was the Capricorn in this situation, I would really like the promotion over the admiration, but I totally understand where this Capricorn is coming from. But basically, I totally understand that. Sometimes, do you guys remember that video that's like a meme? It's like, I just want to be appreciated. And I immediately thought of that when I read that. But yeah, it's like, this is like a situation when you're stressing over something and it works out. Like, and you can feel like the stress and whatever it is, like, be lifted off your shoulders. And you're like, wow, I made a big deal out of nothing. Or like, wow, it like, that was a big deal, but it like worked out perfectly and it's not a big deal anymore. But I get that from this. But this is so Capricorn because I think they are known as like the overworkers of the zodiac, I would say. But yeah, if you are Capricorn listening to this and you feel as if no one's appreciating your work, DM it to me and I'll appreciate it. Next, I'm going to do my foundation. I spend most of my time on my eyes and talking. So for foundation, I'm going to use the Mirror Complexion Stick in Camel. And this doubles as like a foundation stick, but also concealer. And I'm going to try to get away using it as my concealer. But we will see. I think I'm going to do about like 1 to 2 layers of this. Alright, so I blended it in and it looks good. I always forget how good this foundation stick is, honestly. Super good. The only thing about it is it's hard to blend. It's kind of like stiff, but once you blend it in, it looks so good. And I honestly don't mind. I think the stiffness does a really good job of making sure you're adding coverage and color to your skin. I feel like sometimes with foundations, you blend it in and the coverage is gone, or like the color like dissipates and you can see like patches where you can see like redness peeking through, although it's like covered. It's very specific. So the next horoscope is for our pretty Aquariuses. So the last 2 years haven't been easy. Luckily, the energy is changing and allowing you to feel less confined and more confident. Be forewarned that you will still encounter people who are trying to hold you back from living out your dreams. However, it's your duty to protect yourself against the negative forces that want to keep you from attaining a positive life full of peace and prosperity. This time around, you're fighting back loud and not holding in your emotions. Speaking up and expressing your biggest concerns and innermost sentiments may be a foreign experience because you're not usually very forthcoming about your personal life, but it'll allow you to feel as though you don't have to hide it anymore. Live 2023 like a caged bird set free. Oh, that's cute. Oh my god, Aquarius, sis. Honestly, the past 2 years was like hard for everyone because of COVID, but definitely if you're Aquarius, I'm assuming it hit you pretty hard. Yeah, I like the one sentence that's like, it's your duty to protect yourself from negative forces that want to keep you from attaining a positive life full of peace and prosperity. This literally reminded me that at the beginning of the episode, I said I would talk about Roxette Arisa later. But yeah, so she kind of stopped posting videos, and the reason why she was going through an existential crisis, that's her words, not mine. So she posted this video about 3 months ago. It's called My Existential Crisis and How I Evolved Through It. At first, I didn't watch it because I wasn't ready to come to terms with my own existential crisis, but I actually watched it the other day when I was planning this episode, and it is a really good video. But one of the things she mentioned in it was having like a toolkit to help you when you're going through tough times. And that is so true. Like, I started doing like hormone cycle, what's the word? It's like, you know, your hormone cycle. It's very popular right now, but I learned about it last year, and I decided this year I'm going to incorporate it into my life, and I've been doing so for the past 6 months. Life-changing, along with meal prepping, literally life-changing. Although I still struggle with it, it helps me like be ready for like stuff happens. Your luteal phase right before you get your period, your body naturally wants to slow down and relax more, and you get really low energy. And like, I used to go through those phases and be like, oh my god, like what's going on. I have to finish this. But now that I know that happens, I plan accordingly. That's like, okay, so it's a few days before my period. I definitely am going to get lower in energy. So I need to like, let's focus on doing 3 tasks per day. So I've been doing that, life-changing. But yeah, it looks like, I feel like this one, and I don't remember the other one, but these are 2 are the most positive because I feel like it's talking about the struggles are past you and it's time for you to like open up and like be free and enjoy your best life, be your best self or whatever. So for all the Aquariuses, I hope you guys are having a great 2023 so far. And if you're not, have hope because maybe the second half of the year is going to be fantastic. Okay, so I'm going to apply just like one very small dot of concealer underneath my eye just to lighten up my under eye bags. They look pretty dark compared to the rest of my skin, and I'm gonna go in with my Morphe, what is this? Morphe M173 brush. It's kind of like a chubby concealer brush, but so like I said earlier, definitely watch that video from Roxette Arisa. It was actually a really good video and it reminded me a lot about things. I wanted to do an episode about like hormone cycle and what have you. I remember when I started doing it, I was trying to find a lot of information about like meal prepping to help me like make meals depending on which phase you're in. And a lot of the videos I saw, although they were all really helpful, they all kind of just regurgitated the same stuff over and over again. And I was looking for more like in-depth material, and I think I found a lot of stuff. So if you guys want an episode, let me know and I'll be happy to do it. Alright, so I have my beauty blender and I applied MAC Fix Plus Matte on it. And I'm actually going to kind of use this to just set my face. I'll probably go in with the powder in a little bit, but I'm just going to use it to set my face for now. But we're down to our last zodiac sign. So our last zodiac sign is Pisces. If you don't know, I'm a Pisces. One time I did a poll on my Twitter and it was like, which of my 4 major zodiac signs do you guys associate with me the most? And Pisces overwhelmingly was voted the number 1 sign I get associated with. But it is my sun sign, so I think it's like your most prominent sign, right? So, let's see. Oh, okay, so I have blush here. So the blush I'm using is a Discontinued blush by MAC. It's called Brit Wit. It is a blush cream. Now the thing about this, it's discontinued, but I think the color will work here because my glitter on my eyes is like a gold leaning green glitter, kind of gold, yellow, green, yellow, greenish gold kind of colors going on. And I think this blush will be good to add color. It's very muted mauve, so I think it will do a really good job adding color, but it's not going to distract away from the eye makeup. I could definitely go super bright, but I don't think I want to. But yeah, let me apply it. And we're going to apply it with our fingers and just blend it in with our fingers and then go over it with our beauty blender. I've been really liking just applying blush to my cheekbones. It lifts it up. I usually put my blush on my like apples of my cheeks going up, or I'll do it like a little bit lower or around my cheekbones. Nowadays I kind of just apply straight to my cheekbones. And I think it looks really, really pretty. Your cheekbones are like the most prominent part of your face. It kind of adds that really pretty lift to them. But yeah, okay. So next I'm going to do my lips. But before then, let's wrap it up with Pisces. Pisces, an amazing offer is coming. However, it is important for you to live a life of truth. Don't let greed get in the way of your desire to advance your career. You may find that you don't actually want to be CEO and rake in tons of money because it opposes your ideals and beliefs. Something that looks good on paper doesn't necessarily mean it's the best fit for your personal life. Think about the life you have and want to lead before jumping into a situation that won't vibe well with the person you are and have become. There's a job out there that will come to you that adheres to the life you're living without forcing you to compromise in any way. I read that really weird. I'm so sorry. I was taking in the information as I was reading it. Okay, this is, I think, my favorite, which I'm very happy about because it is Pisces. It's saying like an offer is coming for a job, but it's interesting. I'm actually like very curious. I want to know what this offer is. As you guys know, although I like do a lot of side businesses and what have you, I still want a full-time job. Like, I was thinking about this morning where I really want to work in beauty writing, like working at a magazine, even advertising, but like I feel like my heart is in like working at a magazine doing beauty, definitely. So we're going to try to make that happen. So if you're listening to this and you have any connections, let me know. But that would be a great job. But I don't know if that's the job that I think it is and that it's telling me that it opposes my ideals, but I hope not. But basically, that's really cool. So I will let you know if this happens for me. But basically, I did most of my makeup, we're gonna wrap it up with lips. I'm not gonna apply any like any other like contours or anything. I think my face is pretty much set. But let's do our lips. So I think, do we want to do pupil? Actually, I kind of want to do pupil neutral. I have no idea what my Pillow Talk number 2 is. Okay, and then I think I might do a liquid lipstick from Armani Beauty. Let's see. I can get away with like an orangey lip too. Or do I want to do like a dark lip from Pat McGrath? No, I don't want to do that. I hope you're enjoying like me real time trying to figure out what I want to do. I can do Bond Girl from Charlotte Tilbury. I think Bond Girl will look nice. Should we do Bond Girl? But I don't think this is the right lip liner for Bond Girl. Hold on, give me a second. But I have Pillow Talk 2 somewhere, but I don't know where it is. So we're just gonna like go with what we got. But I'm gonna use the Half Magic Sculptitude double-sided 2-in-1 lip crayon, and I'm gonna use the color Pray For You, which is like that dark brown, and we're gonna line our lips with it. Okay, this looks kind of weird. Okay, so I applied it. I'm gonna blend it in a little with a brush first. Okay, so it doesn't look bad. It looks good. I'm gonna go in with Bond Girl. So one issue I have with a lot of lip liners, not specifically this one, is that they apply really well onto the lips and they're very opaque and they stay put. But when it comes to blending them into my lip line a little, you really have to work really fast in order to like be able to do that. But even with this, I could do it a little, but I couldn't do it a lot. So, but I'm going on top with Bond Girl. Okay, it looks kind of weird. Hold on, let's try to fix this. Isn't this like so annoying when you like? I just had this brush. Where did it go? Okay, so that looks okay. I'm going to now apply a little bit of this Giorgio Armani lip cream. This is in the color 501. This is the color 501. It's too tiny for me to read. This is a sample, but hey, honestly, I'm not a fan of lips. I'm going to take them off and then do them again. Okay, so that was not the move. However, I'm back. So that was not the move, so I took it off. It's fine. I'm going to go in with my Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk Lip Cheat or lip liner. This is the original one, and then I have 2 like lip options here. Okay, that's pretty. So the 2 lip options I have Chanel Rouge Coco Flash in color 82 Live. And then we have Gucci Rouge à la Vie Matte. This is the matte lipstick. And Peggy Taupe. Now, Live has like a kind of glossy, pretty finish, while Peggy Taupe is matte. I kind of want to do Live. Even though I was like, I don't want to do like anything crazy on the lips. I think I'm going to do Live. This is a really beautiful color. If you're looking for a lipstick from Chanel or want to buy one, this is the color you should get. That was the move, definitely. So that kind of wraps up our entire makeup look. I wear a robe whenever I'm like recording any Get Ready With Me's or videos. And I'm pretty sure I wiped literally half of my makeup off onto my robe. So slay. Makeup looks good. Let me take out my hair. I wore my hair natural today, but I did go in with a straightener just to add a little bit of volume. I think my hair is way too thick to add the volume. I have to go in either with a crimper or a hair dryer and then put it on like a cool setting. But yeah, that was the entire Get Ready With Me. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you enjoyed your zodiacs. Let me know if any of this stuff happened to you. Or let me know if you want me to do more of these. Again, I got the idea from Roxette Arisa. I love her videos. I'll have her information linked below. Please follow the podcast at Cute Kind of Podcast on Instagram. You can check out all the listening links are there. I also have the YouTube channel, so if you prefer to listen on YouTube, definitely check it out there. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I've been recording for an hour, which is crazy, but I honestly had so much fun. This was a lot of fun to record. So thank you guys so much for listening, and I'll talk to you guys next week, unless this episode is late, or 2 weeks from now. So yeah, thanks.